Welcome to the Get It Done podcast, the podcast where I talk to business owners about their business, allowing them to share their business. The reasoning for the podcast, or I guess the idea from the podcast, stemmed from me I get to talk to a lot of people. And at some point in the conversation leads to business just because I just like to talk about business. um, but what I've learned is so many people have the desire to start a business. They have all these cool ideas, but they're not doing it. And they're not doing it because they can't do it for the most part. The core of it is just rooted in fear. Like people are out here scared to just get up and get it done. So hopefully something that is said on this podcast, either from me or from the guests, could hopefully inspire someone to just get up and get the thing done. So as far as guests go, I am talking to people that I've never talked to before, for the most part, people that I've never met. Um, I have talked, this is episode 62, but episode 62, out of 62 episodes, I believe I've talked to two, maybe three men. So like we're the men, the women are out here killing it. Um, so I'll just go ahead and add today's guest and started. Dr. Elizabeth, how are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm really good, thank you. I'll just
Great.
let you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us about your business.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, I just want to name I actually am visually impaired, and so I'm really hoping like you can see me where there's
Yeah,
my phone.
yes,
Yeah.
no, that's
Okay.
fine. That works. You're good.
Okay.
No
Let me know.
worries.
Okay. Let me know if it needs a tip. So I'm Dr. Elizabeth Wisniewski. I'm a certified perinatal chiropractor, and I also have a second doctorate, a PhD in depth psychology with specialization in somatic studies. And I'm a pre and perinatal educator, a somatic movement therapist, and a 500-hour yoga teacher. And as I
Wow.
already said, I'm a person with visual impairment, and I've had over 30 eye surgeries and have lost my eyesight.
First of
So it's
all,
a
you've
lot.
done so many hours in school. You've done so much
Yeah.
schooling. Naming all that, all I could
Yes.
think of was school. So you are a student. You are a lover of school. I take it.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you would
on a
have to.
moratorium now. Yeah.
Yes. So, tell us more about the business. I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Yeah, absolutely. So mostly what I'm doing right now is I'm a perinatal chiropractor. So peri means around. So I see people, child bearers from preconception. Let's say they're practicing like they really want to call in this soul of a baby. So preconception into prenatal, taking care of them. Sometimes I'm with them in labor. And then I'll see them postpartum, help them close the bones, all these beautiful rituals through really specific and gentle chiropractic care. But then I also bring me their babies and I adjust the babies. And it's not what people think with chiropractic where you're like cracking the baby's spine. I would never do that. It's really light touch, and I use a lot of my psychology training and perinatal psychology to do that and work with babies. So it's like really sweet. They'll be on the breast nursing, and I'll be adjusting the baby, talking to the about their in utero experience or what it was like for them to be born, and really tapping into like consent based practice because babies can give consent if you're really paying attention to their energy and their bodies.
Oh. And how long have you been doing this?
For 12 years, I've
Oh,
been a
nice.
chiropractor. Yeah, and I was in Santa
Congratulations.
Barbara. Thank
So you
you.
enjoy it.
I do. And I'm moving into new phases in my career, as an entrepreneur, but I do love it. And I was in Santa Barbara until November of last year, and I moved my practice and myself down to Ventura. So
Oh,
I'm in
nice.
Ventura,
You're in
California.
California.
I am, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm in LA.
I saw that. Yeah. I have a lot of patients from LA.
Nice. What are you grateful for today?
Oh my gosh, I'm grateful A to be alive.
Period.
To take care of so many people. And, with it being Juneteenth today, a lot of schools were closed. And I find it really important for me on holidays like this to stay open so that I can see people that it might be challenging for them to come in when they're working or their kids are in school and
Oh
they don't want to
yeah.
pull them out.
Right.
So I saw a bunch of families this morning, and it was really sweet. So I'm grateful for that.
Nice. You've been working. I don't have a completely full day. Well, I have a full day, but my evening is free, which is I'm grateful for, but I am working
Yes.
all day today.
That serve the
So
people.
since how long have you been in business? Did you go
12
right out of
years.
school? Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
like right out of school. Yeah.
yeah, same. So what
Mhm.
would you say has been your greatest lesson since being in business?
Oh gosh, patience is my daily lesson. Just take a breath, take some space. Don't, I'm a Cancer sun sign, so like I'm nurturing and emotional. So, like, taking a step back and taking a breath so that I'm not making an emotional decision. I'm feeling into my lived experience, but then coming to decisions in business and in life from that place of patience. Slowness, it's hard in our society. Everything wants to be like instant gratification and super fast, but slowness can really be revolutionary.
Yeah.
So that's where I come from.
Yeah, that's when we need rest for like in the most times. We just need rest. When our patience
We
is like
do.
like snapping, it's like, okay, I need a break.
Totally. And I take care of a lot of babies, and we need to sometimes tap into our like inner child and all of that, and be and really ask ourselves like, what's happening right now? What's the root of like why I'm upset or angry or sad? And sometimes it's something really simple. So coming back to those simple things of like, I need a nap, I need some food, I need
Hmm.
water, like really
Yep.
basic things, right?
Yeah, it's something. You just gotta pay attention because if not, it just goes overboard.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're
What
running
would
a
you
business, you just keep going. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I just like when you're running a business, I'm sure like you just keep going, and
Oh,
so
that's
ignoring
yes.
and right. And at the end of the day, you're like, wow, I haven't had water today.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah,
Especially like on those busy days, it's like I haven't had time to sit down and like pay attention to how my feet feel or, just like little stuff.
yeah, exactly. So it's good to tap back in.
Yeah. Who would you say is your ideal client if you got to pick and mold
Ideal,
her or him?
yeah. Somebody who's prenatal is typically my
Okay.
ideal target market. And I also really love seeing people who are maybe fearful of chiropractic or have had a negative chiropractic experience. And I really like to create like a trauma informed experience for them to rewrite and repattern that story so that they can have a positive association with chiropractic, because that's important to me as my number one job is being a good chiropractor and practicing consent based care.
Nice. I love that. So, what's your longest family that has been with you the
Ooh,
longest
over
time?
11 years.
Nice.
Yeah. I have so I mean, and I'll see multi-generational families, like 3 generations, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is happening in mom and grandma's spine. How can we
Yeah.
prevent this?" And I just love
Nice. Your biggest lesson you would say you learned from failure.
Oh gosh. Well, I had my first practice was with a business partner, and I learned a lot from that. And it wasn't a great experience, but you can always find some gold in that too. Um, so making, going back to the patience things, like not making any decisions out of fear.
Yeah.
That's what I've really learned to do, and having a business coach, being in regular therapy, and like meditating and practicing yoga, that helps me so that I don't make fear-based decisions.
Nice. Um, yeah, because you have to have your mind right and just
Hmm.
focusing on business because you have to be so focused. So yeah. Um, what is one thing you would say that possibly scares you in business? What makes you nervous about
Just all the time, because people are like, "Oh, you make your own hours." I'm like, "Yeah, so I work 24/7." Especially I'll
it?
get called to birth too. So I feel like what's scary for me is like finding time to take a vacation. I haven't had a real vacation in 6.5 years. I'm definitely not
Dang.
a role model on that area. I'm really trying to change that, but it's just never a good time. So that's what's scary to me is like my level of burnout. Like I wrote a 401-page dissertation for my PhD during the pandemic while practicing. And I'm like, I don't know how I did that. And it was, and so this burnout is scary to me. And then as doing physical work, and even with you, I'm sure too, because I see a lot of estheticians and hairstylists, in my practice as well as patients. It's like we're using our bodies. And so I have a torn bicep tendon right now. And that's really scary
Wow.
to me because I'm like, this is how money is energy and I want all that abundance. And so it's
Are you
hard
working
when
out?
I'm injured.
Are you working out at all?
I do yoga, yeah, and that's my main thing. But I mean, I'm standing all day and I'm working on my shoulder a lot.
Yeah. Well, I figured out a long time ago, once I got out of esthetician school and once I seen how much I was sitting and barely move, like, because when I worked a 9 to 5, I was moving my body around. And here
Oh yeah.
I have a studio in my backyard, which is like I just walk from the house to the backyard. So I'm not like doing
Yeah.
much movement. So I'm
Hmm.
basically sitting down all day. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure out some type of workout system because I have
Yeah.
to move my body around. Because if not, my whole body's gonna just deteriorate because I'm not moving it, and then I'm sitting on this stool all day. Like, so that was my logic to that. So I'm still trying to master this working out thing. But I have agreed
Oh,
to going to the gym at least one day a week. So and that is
awesome.
helping because now I'm starting to want to go at least add another day a
Mhm.
week. So I'm like, okay, well, that's working.
Yeah, I mean, and I've had trainers in the past, and I'm trying to get back into kickboxing as soon as my bicep tendon heals
Ooh,
because
I
it's
used to
just
like
been so
kickboxing.
painful. But I practice yoga, and that's really good. And
The
at least, I
steam
mean, for
room
my
is
job,
good for you. The sauna is good for
yeah,
you. Cold showers
yeah,
in between. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna go do infrared later today, and like infrared therapy, and some other modalities like pulse electromagnetic field therapy on my shoulder, and
Nice.
those really help. And then, as a chiropractor, I'm moving all day, which is awesome. Um, but I'm like in lunges and I'm squatting, and so it is
Yeah.
really active, and so that makes I'm so grateful for that. But then I'm also like there's certain parts of my body that are so hypertonic, so tight from being in the similar positions all day.
Yeah. You gotta work out. You gotta move your body more.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say most people think about you, but it's just not true?
Everybody thinks they're my best friend. Um, it's like this joke, and I have a Siberian Husky. And I'm like, well, the truth is, my dog's my best friend.
Oh, how funny. Like, no, girl,
No,
it's not you.
I'm like, I love you, but also like, I need a break from people. I talk to people all day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that one kind of sounds mean, but it's not. I'm not trying to be mean. I just, I need
Like, I
space
need some
and
time to
boundaries.
myself. Yes, I
Yeah.
completely
Well,
understand. Yes.
absolutely. So yeah, sorry. I love everyone.
But I love me more.
Yeah, DMD on that phone. Sorry.
Right. For real, my phone stay on. Only time I take it off of Do Not Disturb is on my office day because I'm available to talk. But other than that, my phone is on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, mine is most of the hours of the day.
Mm-mm. I'm like, you better send me a
Exactly.
text.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of?
Getting two doctorate degrees and a master's without being able to see anymore. I feel like that's a big accomplishment on its own, but then having this thing that society views as this disability, but finding it to be really empowering and like a superpower of like, no, I can do everything and I use my hands and my heart and my third eye intuition. So I'm like really proud that I've been able to overcome a lot through all the surgeries and losing my eyesight.
Nice. I'm proud of you too, because a lot of people give up. So I'm very
Yes,
proud of
me
you, ma'am.
too. Thank you. I appreciate
um,
that.
Is there one thing that you've always wanted to do, but you just haven't?
Oh gosh. Besides like take a vacation. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
Um,
You have to take a vacation. You
I
have to
know.
give yourself that.
I know. Well, I'm gonna go. I haven't booked it yet, but I'm from Michigan. I'm gonna go home sometime this summer. I'm going to a conference in Atlanta in September, and I think I'm gonna go from Atlanta to Jamaica. So
I was
I'm
about
gonna
to
do
say
that.
the conference is still work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just good proximity to where I want to go.
Okay, so yeah,
So,
do that. You have to take a break. You have to
yeah,
give yourself those times so that you can understand one, how grateful you are for everything that you have,
mhm,
all the things that you work for, because we work, 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 and sometimes we forget that. The more we
yeah,
slow down and we're able to like reflect on things, it's like, you know what? I'm grateful for this beautiful life that I have. I do work that I
mhm.
absolutely love. And then you're able to come home and like have a new vision for what you want to do. It's just all these different things. But girls, take your break. You need
Yes,
it.
I
You have
know. So
to.
I don't know how else to answer that question because that's a good question. I'm going to be thinking about that for days now. What do I want to do that I haven't done? I'll circle back. So
You'll think about
I'm
it.
not sure. I am. That's a really good question. Thank you.
One thing that you would say you are absolutely unbeatable at, hands
Oh
down.
gosh. Hands down, I know I am like just a really good doctor in general who practices this consent based care, trauma informed care, and I feel like I'm untouchable in that area. I mean, I've literally published work on this in my dissertation um, and teach other doctors how to be like that. So I feel unbeatable there.
Period. Good. I love to hear what people have to say to that
Mhm.
question, but great answer. So the idea for the podcast is to um basically inspire someone that's just scared to get up and start the business to do whatever it is
Mhm.
that they want to do. Um if you could give a girl or a guy, whoever it is, any advice to
Mhm.
possibly inspire them to get up and get it done, what would you say that would be?
You just need to do a little bit every day. Like it's not going to happen in one day or 1 hour. It takes time and repetition. It's creating a pattern. So just start doing it. It was like when I wrote my dissertation. I didn't write 400 pages in a day or even a year. It took a couple of years. And it needs to be methodical, but set aside time. Like I'm going to do this for this hour every day and just make it part of your daily ritual and you'll get there.
Yeah, I love that. Do you think business has changed you in any way? And if so, how?
Yeah, I feel like my friends who are not entrepreneurs don't understand my hustle.
For
And
real.
it's so like deep in my cells now, and my family's all in corporate. And I'm like, well, you don't get it because like I don't get paid if I'm not working. And they're like, take a break, girl. And so I'm like, no, you don't get it. And so it really has shaped who I am. And I can't imagine. There's days I'm definitely jealous of people. I'm like, oh, you have benefits? What's that? But it really has changed me where I'm starting new businesses, more businesses now, and it inspires me. And I can look into things and be like, wow, I see this huge gap. How can I fit that need and create like I'm creating a menstrual empowerment app right now for the last year and a half, going into femtech, which is like my friend I'm partnered with, he'll use all these acronyms. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a doctor. I don't know what you're talking about. Break it down. But it, it's just now it's like part of all 70 trillion cells of my being. Of I'm an entrepreneur.
She's a business owner.
Right.
Um,
Ciao.
do you plan on having children?
I really do. I'm about to turn 40, which is crazy to me in a couple
How do
weeks.
you feel? Wait,
I,
before we answer this question, how do you
ah,
feel about about turning 40? Like, how does that feel?
really weird because I don't feel
Yeah.
40. And then when my patients find out, they're like, you don't look 40. I'm like, I don't know. It's this Polish skin. I don't know. Um, I just, it's humbling. And I also feel good and I don't feel like I remember my parents turning 40 being like, that's old, but I really don't feel that way. I feel like really alive and vibrant and stepping into whom I am and meant to
Hmm.
be, and that I am unstoppable. And I'm not going to let people bring me down. Like, I know my worth. And so I'm really stepping into that place of empowerment on this huge cusp of 40-ness.
Yeah, I think that's what 40 brings. That's exactly what
Yeah.
40 brings. I mean, it brings so much
Yeah.
more. 40 is a beautiful age. And you are not old. You are very, very young.
Yes, I do want to have babies. Like, that's important to me. And I had a miscarriage like 8 years ago, and I
Sorry,
know
dear.
that that soul is still around. She told me her name in meditation a few years ago, speaking of the preconception. And so, I feel like it's all in divine timing. I have patients in my practice that are 48 or more and, older and pregnant. So I know it's not out of the realm of possibility. And I'm just
Yeah,
calling that in when it's the right time.
nice. 25 maybe years from now, and your
Mhm.
kids asked you about this specific time in life right now, what would you tell them about this
Yeah.
time?
Like, wow, it was such a big transitional part of my life of really stepping into my value, my worth, and not being deterred by any haters or whatever is happening around me, being hyper focused and knowing I'm meant to do something big in the world and to make a difference in the world. So I would be like, it was a great time. Don't fear getting older, it's just wisdom.
Yes, I agree. Um, I'm like daydreaming. My thoughts just went somewhere else.
I'm like hyping myself. Good.
It is. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful season in life, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so what is the great vision for the business, if there is?
Yeah. So using more of my PhD, I've been getting out there doing more podcasts, but also speaking locally. I want to get more national, international eventually, teaching about my research on cesarean birth. I'm really done a lot of work within like social justice, and I teach a lot about obstetric racism and obstetric violence. And those are some of my passions to teach people about so that we can change, Black maternal morbidity and mortality. So I teach a lot about that and put that out in the world. So teaching a lot more, speaking a lot more. And then, like I said, I'm creating this app. It's called Diane, Dyan, and me. And the ME is menstrual empowerment, and that'll be launching next year. And we're talking about like locally stored data so that you're in control of your data around your cycle. Nobody is, I don't have access as the CEO, the government won't have access to it, like it's your data, but also consent based sharing with your partner so that we can attune to our wombs, and so can your partner. Um, so that's where I'm going with everything.
I love that. You have a lot of work waiting for you, but in between
Always.
time,
Yeah.
take your break, ma'am.
I know. Get the tickets to Michigan. I'm gonna do it.
Well, Dr. Elizabeth, it has been a pleasure talking to you. Is there anything that you would like to share? Any questions? Anything that we did not talk about that you'd like to talk about?
I don't think so. I mean, we covered a lot in this little period of time, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity and to connect with you and your audience. And thank you for giving me this space and witnessing me, and also, prodding me a bit about vacation and some other questions that I will definitely
Yes.
put some thought into. It's always good to be pushed a bit. It's good to be
That,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Yeah.
No pressure, but pressure.
I love it. It's true.
Well,
Pressure's
thank
good. It's
you,
how we
Dr.
grow.
Yes, it is. We need it. I need it too. So, but
Yeah.
that's just ingrained inside of me. So, if you don't want to grow, get away from me.
I love it. Yep. If you're not growing, you're dying. So do
Right.
it.
So you have
Awesome.
a absolutely beautiful rest of the week. And I will text
Cool.
you once everything is all done. I'll text you all the links to this episode.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye. Episode 62, y'all. Episode 62. Like, what? Who recorded 62 episodes of a podcast? But I am still enjoying talking to all the business owners. I am still proud of each and every person out here. No matter what is going on, they showing up for their businesses. And she's about to start showing up for herself. She's about to start going on vacation or at least taking breaks. I'm super excited for her about that. But if you are a business owner and you would like to share your business, if you would like to have a conversation with me, like I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to hear about your business. I want to hear how you got there and how you are as a person. Hit me up if you leave a comment or just send a text message. My number is 310 area code 908-0468. Text me and just let me know you're interested in being on the podcast. What else? This episode is sponsored by Matilda's Corner, all natural plant-based skincare services, products, and we are based in LA. Don't forget to thank God for your blessings. Don't forget to say your prayers. Don't forget to take care of your skin. Bye.